Walter Ray Williams Jr. is considered to be the greatest of all time by many bowling fans, and it's understandable as he's the leader on the all-time titles list with 47 and was simply dominant throughout his career. But perhaps what was most impressive was he carried this dominance well into his late 40s. But even though he had so much success and so many memorable moments, there was still a number of bad moments for Walter on television, which makes perfect sense given the fact that for him to have won so many titles, he also had to make so many TV appearances, and of course, you're never going to win every time on TV, and naturally, sometimes things are going to go a little bit wrong. So in this video, we're going to look at what I consider to be Walter Ray's top 5 worst moments on TV. This is a new video series I'm doing where I look at a player's top 5 worst moments on TV, and I'm also going to do a best 5 moments video as well. I'm working my way through all of the other PBA players, so if there's any bowler you'd like me to do a top 5 worst or best moments for, then let me know in the comment section below. But on to today's video, and let's jump straight into the list. Number 5, the 2001 Long Island Open.
Well, that's something you don't see a professional do a whole lot of.
No. What causes it? Lack of speed?
No, it's actually either too much speed or not enough friction between the ball and the lane. The ball just hit the head pin and deflected. 175. His ball is hitting really bad, and that's why he's made a ball change.
And it has again.
Now, here's the thing, though. The red ball he was using obviously didn't carry. He left an 8-10, left a 10 pin. Will actually start getting better.
Here it comes. Oh! He can't buy it today.
That was the massive messenger coming across to look for the 10, and it just went right by it.
Starting today's final round.
Only 3 shots back.
Ray Williams, 12 shots back. He can't get it to fall. Begging now. In this new format, one of these players has the opportunity to do that. The 10, it's 12.
We start with the semi-final match of the 2001 Long Island Open, and as we saw in the opening clips, Walter was having a very hard time carrying. He left the 8-10 in frame 2 and then a load of 10 pins, but to be fair, his ball was hitting extremely weak and flat. As the match went on, he made a ball change and it definitely seemed to be hitting better, but he still couldn't buy a strike. He did manage to strike out from the 8th, but it would be too little too late, and Chris Barnes would advance to the title match. Yes, Walter probably did have the wrong ball in his hand to begin with, and the ball was hitting flat at times, but some of these were unfortunate, and the 8-10 was quite harsh to start the match off. Number 4, the 2016 Shark Championship.
And that slight broke up the bucket.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, he liked it all the way. He started to run it out just a little bit and is left with a solid 4.
Come on, hold.
Wow. I've heard him say that a few times and never in a good way.
He loves it.
Oh, he got it to the pocket.
Oh, God, really?
Really? Not this time.
On to the 2016 Shark Championship, and remarkably, a 57-year-old Walter Ray managed to make the TV show and had a real shot at winning his 48th career title. He made it to the title match alongside Francois Lavoie, but Walter just couldn't string anything together at all. He seemed to really like a lot of these shots he put down, but they kept going slightly high and he just kept leaving the 4-pin. This was a real opportunity for Walter to win one final title right at the end of his career, and he had a chance right up until the 10th frame, but Lavoie did enough and got the mark he needed to win the title. Number 3, the 2003 Masters.
1. Yeah, there's a pretty big difference there, but you know what? Brian Smith can erase all that today.
High.
There it is.
Came in high and look out. Big trouble.
That's not what I wanted to see.
Here's the difference between the shot that Brian Smith threw on that lane and the shot Walter Ray threw. This could have been Brian Smith real easy. Instead, it's Walter Ray.
4-7, 6-9, and he's going to leave it open. What an opportunity now for Brian Smith for a first ever PBA title.
The 2003 Masters title match now, and it was a very close and high-scoring affair with Walter facing Brian Smith. Smith had the front six, while Walter was in touch on a 279 pace with the first 3 strikes, 9 spare, and then 2 more strikes. But the 7th frame was disaster for Walter, coming in through the nose to leave the 4-6-7-9. Smith got away with one after a bad shot himself in the 7th, but ended up doing enough to win his first ever major title. This untimely split was very unlike Walter, who would normally be right there continuing to put the pressure on his opponent, but in the end, this split cost him dearly and just took all the pressure off Smith. Number 2. The 2008 Pepsi Championship.
Oh my!
Well, get that on TiVo and replay it, because I can't remember the last time I saw Walter Ray miss a single pin spare on television. You have got to be kidding me.
A layer of paint between those two.
In a moment.
At the U.S. Open, we got to increase those expectations.
The 10.
That's better. Come on.
Gotta be kidding me. Breaking bowling right here, solid 8. I've got a lot of experience with leaving these on television. Watch this.
Points race. Williams is going to be number 1 at the end of the day. But he is not, I mean, those 7s and the 10s.
Got a big lead. And that looked like a bad shot off his hand. Looked like he missed it just a little bit. If you look at his follow-through.
Now here's something you do not see. Walter Ray missing a 10-pin and missing it on television. It's just something he basically never does. Apart from this match at the 2008 Pepsi Championship against Mike Scroggins in the title match. Things didn't get any better as he left another couple of 10 pins and then an 8-pin off a pretty beautiful shot. Scroggins did open in the 7th frame, which gave Walter a chance. However, somehow this 7-pin didn't fall either, and then just to rub salt in the wounds, a 10-pin followed this shot, and Scroggins then struck and made a spare in the 10th to win the title. And although the 10-pin miss was a pretty huge opening error, a lot of bad carry added up and earned this moment as number 2 on the list. Number 1. The 2009 National Bowling Stadium Championship.
6 of his illustrious career.
No! Oh my God, that's a loser! He just lost the tournament!
Do not see reactions like that
Kidding me?
from Walter Ray Williams Jr. PA is barely in sight of our cameras. He is that far away.
Oh my God, he 8-10'd on Shark.
Well, he 8-10'd on Cheetah.
PA is a good 10 lanes to the right of Walter Ray Williams Jr. right now.
Rob, that was the last thing that I ever thought would happen. Maybe a flat 10, but not an 8-10.
For me, this is without a doubt the clear winner for Walter's worst moment on TV. It was the 2009 National Bowling Stadium Championship, and Walter Ray was the 1 seed. Patrick Allen managed to run the ladder from the 4 seed to meet him in the title match. Now this final was slightly different as 2 different oil patterns were being used, the Shark on the left lane and the Cheetah on the right. At the time, Walter Ray was seeking his 46th tour title, but he had his work cut out for him as Patrick Allen had been on fire all day, and interestingly, Patrick Allen had never lost to Walter Ray on TV, going 3 for 3. It all came down to the 10th frame, and Walter Ray needed a double in the 10th frame, and was on the cheetah pattern on the right lane. He got the first strike and had to have the second. If he got 9 spare, it would be a tie and a roll off. And of course, we all know what happened. The ball hit flat and he left the 8-10. Although this ball definitely did not deserve to strike, I still think leaving the 8-10 was incredibly harsh. If he just had the 10-pin standing and spared, it would have been a roll-off, which I think probably would have been the kind of right result considering how close this match had been. To leave the 8-10 there was a heartbreaker, and to me this is clearly Walter Ray's worst ever TV moment. And that will bring us to an end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and as I mentioned, this is a new series I'm starting, so I'm going to be doing a top 5 worst moments of a lot of other PBA players. So if there's anyone in particular you'd like me to do a video on, then just let me know in the comment section below. I'd just like to thank you all for watching, and if you have enjoyed this video, it would be much appreciated if you would subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that's going to do it for today, and as always, thank you bowling fans, and see you all next time.
Oh my God, that's a loser! He just lost the tournament!